Hello, we are Group 4 and I am presenter Do Soo-bin. We will announce strategic resource management and will also provide answers using cases. First, I will explain strategic human resource management. Strategic human resource management is the process of achieving an organization's strategic objectives by ensuring that human resource management is aligned with the organization objects and strategies and harmonized with human resource management activities. Among the 9 key keywords in strategic human resource management, ethical research was found to be suitable for this case. The emphasis on people in strategic human resource management is based on the resource-based view of finding sources of competitive advantage from the internal resources held by the entity. From a resource-based perspective, resources of scarce value, irreplaceable and difficult to emulate play a crucial role in ensuring continued competitive advantage. A person becomes a key resource well suited to these requirements for the successful settlement of strategic human resource management. Personal departments or personnel manager must be strategic partners in management and change management leaders. From resource-based perspective of finding source of competitive advantage from this internal resource, we think it is an example of failure due to negligence in the management of personnel departments or personnel managers. I would like to explain the faithful role of Centrox Electronics, an example of strategic resource management. Hernandez Camden joined Centrox Electronics after graduating from college. At that time, she married her college sweetheart Tom Hernandez. Tom suddenly died and became dependent on his job to support his family. She was promoted and recognized through various engineering positions and CC. However, she is called to the personnel department and asked by the vice president, "Are you daring Tomjaski?" She couldn't deny her romance with former chief engineer Tomjaski of CC, who was for rival international technologies. But I couldn't deny the romance. The two dated while Tomjaski was with CC, and he still remained friends with other Centex electronics engineers. Among Hernandez Camden's friends, she is widely known for extremely liking Tomjaski. Punished for her involvement, Hernandez Camden was ordered to forget about Tomjaski or be demoted. After the meeting, he told his friend, "I was too socialized in CC culture and I seriously thought about breaking up with Michael because I was absorbed in my work." But he was later dismissed the day after his meeting with the manager, as testified in court, and did not get a chance. At the root of Hernandez Camden's dismissal was corporate policy regarding the release of competitor product information. Hernandez Camden's research and development work, sensitive to the experience of competing organizations or accustomed to providing classified information, has led her to follow the following CC policy. Employees performing jobs with access to sensitive or confidential information that could benefit competitors are prohibited from marrying or having relationships with individuals employed by competing agencies. Domzowski's work and international technology was similar to Canton, so the company felt their romantic relationship was appropriate for our exit. Kenton was angry and used the service of a lawyer specializing in employee rights claims. And she said she no longer dated Domzowski and said it was a bad experience around her. There was a feeling in CSC that there was a real sense of belonging and value of personal work. I'd get my work job back today if I had my way. So far, I have been explaining instructing human resource management and cases.
Hi, I'm next presenter Kim Gi-pyo, and now we will talk about first question. What exception to the employment at will doctrine would the attorney have used to file the lawsuit? And our group's answers, while collecting background information on the trial, he discovered something he did not know just before his retirement. Shortly before retirement, CEC former chairman said, CEC employees are responsible for their off-duty behavior. However, it was only when the employee's normal ability to perform his or her duties was compromised that he or she was concerned about the employee's non-work behavior. And next question. Comment on the confidential information policy adopted by Centrex Electronics. Do you agree with the way it is used, and explain? And our group's answer, talking about ethical research, which is part of strategic human resource management. And it is necessary to think from the perspective of companies. If confidential information is leaked, the larger the company can be hit by the larger economic sector. And the wider range of human resource management will not be easy. I agree to implement a confidentiality policy if I specify the appropriate discipline. And next, we found case of confidential leakage in Korea. And first case is Samsung Display, and second case LG robot vacuum cleaner, and last case Hyundai Car and GM. And first case is Samsung Display, and Mr. A, who retirement OLED panel technician. He retired at Samsung Display, and then he joined at Chinese display company COE, which is competitor company Samsung Display. And this problem, Supreme Court said this behavior is illegal. Because when he retired in Samsung Display, he wrote business secret pledges which contract involved. When he retirement, he can't join other competitor company after during 2 years. And nevertheless, he joined COE, and even he attempted leak technology to Chinese company. And next is LG robot vacuum cleaner. In this case, two former researchers in LG Electronics are bound from police because two former researchers leaked core technology of robot vacuum cleaner for Chinese company, which company promised give a double annual income, apartment, and car, and airline ticket, Korea to China and China to Korea. So they pulled out the core technology in LG Electronics. And last case, related Hyundai Car and GM. And Mr. Kim, who represents Company B since 2004. Before 2002, he was GM Daewoo Director of Engine Development Team, and when he retired GM, he got GM Technical Standard together. It means he stored GM technology. And then he changed GM Technical Standard like Company B's own technical standard, and he sold this thing to two Chinese cars company. And Mr. Chong, who also in Company B, he is charge of overseas sales, and he get in Hyundai Car Technology 159 cases, and he illegally copied that cases, so they were banned from police. The last question is dating a romantic relationship and explain. And this question, we have several opinions. Someone agreed this question and someone disagreed this question. So I will introduce other opinion in this PowerPoint first. One of first opinion is not all dating or romantic, but they must go ahead for romantic. In this case, this relationship is romantic. But who say this connection is correct? Answer is I don't know. And next opinion, dating is romantic from a non-work perspective, but I don't think it is romantic when it comes to work. This is because they can't manage a company by looking at the employee's personal feelings. And next opinion is it is not romantic. The case is well known by fellow engineer friends that the two dated and that Canton loved Domzharsky very much. And it wasn't a denial of the romance either. Therefore, in this case, it reinforced the argument that dating means romantic relationship. However, I don't think this conclusion is generally valid, given that there could be dating in the dictionary meaning that romantic relationships are excluded. And our group members talk and we got a conclusion. Is this opinion? We don't think dating and work should overlap. We don't think dating and work are romantic for a company to manage or operate human resources. Thank you very much to listen presentation.